is up. And I want us to hold the last meetings of the fellowship today. But today, I'll say a little. On Thursday, we will move further. And by Sunday next week, we will officially declare Gilgal open. And when we declare Gilgal open, the church will move on. What is Gilgal? For those of you that are new, Joshua chapter 5 verse 9, the name of the place is called Gilgal up until today, because that is where God rolled away every reproach. Roll away every reproach. So, if you come here, there may be the reproach of sickness, the reproach of failure, the reproach of lack, the reproach of poverty, the reproach of rejection, the reproach of fear. It doesn't matter. Look, one thing about life that I have come to understand is that you can start from anywhere and you can get to any Lagos. Yet, I found myself in the White House in the United States. I lived as a child having no food to eat. Yet, I was in Burundi and I ate with the president of Burundi. Not former president. I used to be in church having nowhere to sit down, having no recognition. Yet, I found myself in places where I have to sit with kings. So, I have come to a conclusion. There is nothing that stops you in life from getting to anywhere you want to get to. You are the only if you refuse to change your attitude. Why? Attitude determines altitude. I left my parents and I made up my mind. Whatever happened, whatever the trouble, I wish my mother was here today. With tears in her face, I told her, Mama, I will make you proud. If you hear they stole, I won't be the one. If you hear they caught me in police station, I say, believe me, they lie against me. I will never steal. I will never drink. I will never smoke. I said, I will return to make you proud. You can't sleep under the bridge in Lagos and not smoke. You can't sleep in railway station and not drink alcohol. I did all of this. I didn't smoke. I didn't take alcohol. Why? I knew where I was going. I was prepared to get there. I was determined. And my Bible tells me nothing can stop me if I am determined. I am the only one that can stop myself. So if I determine not to drink Coke, I can stop drinking Coke for the next 10 years. It's my determination. Look, if you are not disciplined, you won't go far in life. Discipline is a serious matter. Jesus could have chosen not to go to the cross, but he gave up. Discipline is what is called. The reason many of us spend anyhow, you are not disciplined. The reason why you come to church late, you are not disciplined. God has given man the capacity to be disciplined. I choose my friends carefully. It's discipline. It doesn't matter who you are, what you carry, and how you look like. If you don't have the qualities that I need, you and I cannot go together as a friend. And I'm determined for that. You don't have to be perfect, but there are things that I know that will flow with me. If they are lacking, we can't go together. Some people, just let's go together. And just, everybody is your friend. Everybody, oh no, come on. Then you're in trouble already. So, it doesn't matter the trouble, the situation, the challenges around you. When you come here, we are not afraid who you are. You were here during my birthday, and Samuel stood here and was making presentation. Now, he's still in his 30s. Now, he stood here with his wife. That same Samuel came to this ministry riding Okada in Kaduna. No father. His mother was a woman that farmed. elderly woman farming in one village of Kaduna State. And he was riding Okada. Today, he does international work. He is a marine engineer trained in Southampton in the United Kingdom. And he's the one giving scholarship to people today. But he came riding Okada. I remember when we wanted to buy the church land in Kaduna, in Sabo, what did he do? He went to site. And I hope I come to that giving attitude. And he said, Daddy, I will not let this thing go. The way you talk about it, with what you have done, we must follow in your footsteps. We actually know future from now. That's why the boy can follow me to come and give sponsorship to people. He's been following me a long time. He said, Daddy, I heard what you did on the altar. I don't have money, but I must do something. He went to block industry and went to do heavy labor. 1,000 for 5 days. Guess what? He brought all the 5,000, dropped it on the altar. There was no youth in the church that did what he did. And after I dropped that money, Samuel was sick for 2 weeks. I visited him. What happened to you? He said, Daddy, I've never done this job in my life. But I have to do it to give money to God. Every year to study at Southampton University. God said, you did this sacrifice for me, I will visit you. Give and it shall be given. You see those of you that can't give, you die a pauper. The reason why God wants to bless you is so you can be a blessing. When they are giving, you are hiding behind. You say, I don't have. You heard what Dora said? I give when I have, when I don't have. If there is anything to give, it will go. 29,000 pounds per year. And he finished the training. And he was employed by a shipping company. And so since then, he has never worked in Nigeria. He go to work for 3 months or 4 months. He come back on holiday for 3 months. He goes to work. He works in Malaysia now. They will fly him down to work, fly him back. He said, Daddy, what do you? I said, come and help me give scholarship. He said, okay, if that's the case, we will do it. Now, so you see, he's been following. I've always been proud of him. I've always known that there's a future. So when God brings you here, is a place where reproaches are rolled away. You are not at fault because God material in the hand of God to bring the best out of your life. That's it. Wherever you are today, somebody has been there. Gilgal was the place where the destiny of Saul was unveiled. Gilgal was the place where Israel camped before they took over the promised land. With this life of the same day after